In this edition of Proven to Work, pupils judging themselves and helping each other. We'll be showing how self-assessment and peer support are being used in the classroom, and then hearing from one of the country's leading experts in education research, who'll tell us why the approach is proven to work. These Year 7 pupils have been writing down their impressions of a book they've been reading for RE. They're now being asked to assess what they've written using a traffic light system.
If you've only described it, think red. If you've done a bit of explaining, think amber. If you think you've been wow, then think green. Quite a few greens, some oranges, a red. So you're not feeling very confident about it then, so you want a bit of help on it. Yeah? Okay, good. That's really honest. It's really good that you're asking for help.
The self-assessment became more accurate the more it was used.
At first they're awful at it and they do underestimate their own abilities, but eventually they get better and better, and the more you show them what is expected of them, then the more, they get used to it and the better they become at it. I want you to go and sit next to somebody who hasn't done as well as you. Everybody now should have someone next to them that they can talk to and ask how to improve, so that everybody understands where we've got to so far. They're always honest about their self-assessment and they're always honest about each other's work. They're very critical of themselves and each other, really. They're really honest about how to help someone improve.
You still did good. You've explained it quite a lot, so you've done good there.
If a friend's telling you something, then you're more likely to listen, because it's worth far more sometimes than what a teacher will say to them, what a friend will say to them.
Why did you put a red card up?
I didn't get the story that much.
You really don't think you've done a good job? How have you helped your friend here?
I've told her to include more detail and describe things more.
According to the Centre for the Use of Research and Evidence in Education, most teachers use a system of assessment during lessons, but many fail to use the assessment to inform the next part of the lesson.
What's different here is teachers using and designing assessment into the learning process for two reasons. One, to help the pupils take more charge of their own learning, and two, to give them a window into the pupils' learning. What's interesting about the traffic lights was that in this instance she was developing work. Pupils were fairly confident, not very many reds, and so she knew there was enough knowledge amongst the class for them to work in pairs, to help each other. If she'd been using it for developing understanding and she'd had 2 or 3 reds, then one of the things the research says that is really helpful at that point is to have the oranges and greens students working together so that she can then concentrate on the reds where there's a real issue about basic understanding.
There's more on using self-assessment and peer support and the research behind them on the Teachers TV website.